Hey guys, welcome back to Cyber Launch. I'm Phil Wilkinson, and this is our final episode in the series of creating your own AI chatbot. Please check out the other ones if you haven't already done so here. And this episode, we're going to quickly go over how to deploy and integrate your AI chatbot within a website. Quickly, before we get started, if you wouldn't mind just hitting the like, subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. It really helps me out with creating this content for you. Thank you. Okay guys, so as we can see, we've back to our completed near enough chatbot. Obviously there are a number of steps that I would suggest going through before you deploy this, mainly just checking that the intents are working okay, going through the complete workflow using the assistant tester. You may find that you need to train your chatbot before it'll work, which it'll come up and tell you usually that it needs doing. So obviously just quickly train the assistant, run the test, go through the workflow, try and think of as many different instances as you can of how it might be used, how many questions it's asked. Just make sure the responses you're getting back are okay. And also obviously check that the intents are going into the other path in order to capture the name and the email address, and then obviously make sure that it's working with our API integration in Make to ensure that we're getting that email through. Check out my other video, I will link it in the description below, which shows you a basic 7-step overview of how you should be testing your chatbots before deployment as well. Click on Share Prototype, and this is going to give you a link that you can copy, which will allow somebody else to jump on it and test it out for you without it needing to be integrated in the first place. So if we just show you what that looks like, click on copy link. So this is what it's going to look like. If we haven't put any branding in, obviously it's not going to have any of the branding in there at the moment, but we click on start conversation. It's going to come up as our chatbot would look, but obviously this is on its own web page rather than in a nice little like the voice flow one down here. And we can talk to that and it should work okay. Okay, so now we've tested our chatbot and we're happy with it. What we need to next do is click on publish. If you're doing major version, so like obviously this would be classed as a major version, so it's probably best just to name it, just so if you do have any issues, especially if you do a change to it in the future, you can easily roll back to a known working version. So let's call this version 1 test chatbot. Click on publish. Okay, so now it's published. It's a live chatbot, but it currently isn't anywhere other than still just within VoiceFlow. So what we need to do now, it's already prompting us here to do it. So we're going to click on Embed Widget. And this is going to show us this code window where we can get the HTML which we need to embed onto our website. We can also, within this window, if we wanted to, we can go through, we can name it whatever we want. We can change the branding. So the appearance, you can change how it looks, you can put in your own company logo, all that sort of stuff. But for now, we're just going to keep it as it is, just to keep everything nice and simple. Feel free to have a play around with these, and if you do have any questions or issues over any of those bits, drop a comment below and I'll see if I can get back to you as soon as possible. So first thing we need to do is obviously copy our HTML, and then we need to head over to our website and get that installed. Okay, so here we are on our test site. So I've just created a blank page on my website just so I can show you this. What we need to do here is we need to choose a block. Obviously this is in WordPress, so nice and straightforward for doing it. If you do use a different sort of web builder, there's usually sort of a built-in way of embedding HTML. If you do use straightforward HTML, then obviously you can drop it straight into the body. If you're unsure and you have your own web developer or designer that does that for you, then obviously we just need to pass them this code and ask them to install it onto our website for us. But I'm just going to quickly go through the process on WordPress. So we choose a block. In here, we're going to select HTML, so custom HTML. And in there, we're just going to paste that in. But obviously, we're not going to see what it looks like until we publish the page. So click on publish. And then click. Okay, so we can see here it's now live on our web page. we've got our little chat bubble down in the right hand side. So if we click on that, then we can see we've got our web assistant and it's using the workflow that we've put in there. So we can go book a call and hopefully it should go through the process. Would you like to book a call? Yes. Great, can I get your name? So yeah, we can see that's working. That's live on our webpage. Okay guys, that wraps up our series on building your own AI chatbot from scratch. So as I say, hopefully it's been useful, but it is very much a basic from starting to deployment with a little bit of advanced techniques in there as well, and this should be enough to get you going and then exploring more and more as you go on. I will be continuing adding more videos on more complex and advanced techniques as we move forward. I do also have some other videos which was mentioned before, which should help you with testing your chatbot and also how you can actually deploy these to your customers as well. So feel free to go through my channel and check those out. And as always, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing to the channel and hitting the notifications, it really helps me out. Until the next time, see you later.